Hey everyone, we're here tonight with my amateur pro introduction with Josh Flowers from Swamp Hawk. If you guys don't know them, they are a fucking tremendous band out of Lexington that I have been lucky enough to see a couple of times. Um, Most notably for me, you guys were on Legalize Lex last year.
Correct. Yes, it was a good time. I'm very much looking forward to doing it again this year too.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
I
good, man.
think the the bill this year is it's fucking so good. So good.
Yeah. Well, this year around too, I did all I worked with Braun last year on League-wise, then we decided to kind of like partner up more officially this year. So we've been working hand in hand, getting this thing going for this year and like super stoked on the lineup that he's curated for this and like working all the bands we're going to be working with. It's really exciting. I'm glad we're doing 2 days this year. It'll be a Friday and Saturday,
Yeah.
which that's great. I mean the Saturday was so killer last year, but it's nice to kind of expand it out and like make it more of an event.
Well, yeah, like that Saturday last year, all the bands did really good about staying like on schedule, which is
Yeah.
fucking impressive.
No,
Like,
man, yeah, you never know how that's gonna go. However, I mean, like a lot of these bands, we know a lot of these dudes, and a lot of these dudes are seasoned road professionals. Like it's on and off, and the ability to be able to have our little outside stage and inside for Saturday in particular, we can just kind of cut back and forth. So like doing changeovers, it runs on schedule, it runs smooth. It's nice. Yeah, we want to make sure we're on time
hell yeah. Yeah,
as much as one can be.
I was absolutely blown away with like how on schedule everything was. There was that one hiccup with Blessed Black when the head fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, it's bound to happen. I'm
Yeah,
surprised my
but
shit didn't blow up while we were there too. It tends to do that as soon as we need to start, playing, doing something important. Of course, this is when it all breaks down. But
yeah, there's always, it's all ever and everyone feels like that, right? Like, oh, we're gonna
oh,
play, you get
sure.
all set up, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you worked 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah,
No.
every time, always. It never
So
fails.
like, so last year for you, was there a band that really stood out with their set?
Man, when it comes like for me, Blessed Black was killer. I'd never seen them before. You brought them up and they're stuck in my head now. But and like their set was killer. It was great getting to watch Crop do the thing as it always is. Um, man, everybody has such a unique place in that set. It's hard for me to like really break that down. And I mean, my boy She from Louisville, like, they always kill a set. I mean, I had a lot of fun during theirs. Unfortunately, I was kind of running around doing some of the running things too. So it's like I didn't get to watch everything, unfortunately. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, no, definitely big moments stick out in my head. But those are always my favorites.
Yeah,
Watching them dudes.
those guys all crush. I love the
Oh
She
yeah,
dudes, and Blessed Black is, for me, they're like one of my
oh yeah,
favorites. Like I listen to
yeah,
them
man.
literally every fucking day. Um,
They're killer, dude. Yeah, they're. I just saw they got a vinyl coming out with Third
Reagan.
House. Yeah, which I don't know that I'm supposed to talk about it. I don't think he gives a shit, but yeah, we're doing a vinyl with him this
Yep.
year too. It should be coming out. Hopefully, I'm really hoping we get vinyls before legalized. That's my hope and my dream, but
Have you guys seen test pressings?
not yet. No, close though. So I mean, it's at this point, it's going to be kind of a toss up, but I'm hoping for it. But I just talked to Reagan not long ago. I know he works pretty closely with the guys over at A to Z, but like, so hopefully it's coming soon. We may or may not get him by then. We'll see, but
Yeah. Well,
that would be pretty
hopefully,
sick.
you
Yeah, no,
know.
I'm really excited to get him in for sure. This will be our first time having any vinyl, so that'll be pretty sick. We're really excited about that, and working with Reagan's been killer, and yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Reagan, such a good dude. Like he and I have been friends for 25 or so years.
Oh no way. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
no,
like,
what he's doing.
oh, you froze up, or is that me? One of us, I froze up, I bet.
You know,
Oh, there you are. You totally froze up. I was like,
Could you hear me?
no. Like you said, working with Reagan and
Oh, oh, cool.
nothing.
We're here. I'll start that again. No, but yeah, you froze for me too. I thought maybe you could still hear me, but
I was
no, I was
looking
gonna say
for
work.
the fucking fan to keep moving. Like, quit doing that shit to me.
No, yeah, no. All I was saying is working with Reagan's been great, and like what he's doing with Third House is super cool, and what a unique. I mean, you couldn't have a better deal for a band, especially we're just local dudes and trying to make things that we love. And, we all have full time jobs and a lot of stuff going on. So it's like, we can't be expected to sign any sort of even distribution deal where they're going to expect you to tour and things like that. We just really don't have the availability to do that right now. So having him want to work with us is super neat and like just really cool of him.
Yeah, it's the thing I love about Reagan is his like passion for the music from here, you
Oh, yeah,
know?
absolutely.
Like,
Because like when we initially talked about getting it going, like I could just talking to him on the phone, hearing his passion about like all the bands he had stuff coming out with recently. It was like it gets you excited.
yeah. Yeah, he's really good at what he does too. Like I said, he and I've been friends a long time, so I kind of partnered with him on Third House. So I'm
Oh,
like,
nice.
yeah, super stoked. Obviously, you guys, I'm really looking forward to your album, that next Blessed Black album.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I can't fucking wait for that. And the new crop. Holy fuck.
yeah. I just ran. Well, I was just talking to Braun right now about their track listing on their. I'm wrapping up their artwork for them right now. So yeah, so hopefully they'll have that in hand over to you guys soon to get that bad boy rolling.
Fuck yeah. So
Oh, yeah,
for all of you out there, Josh also did the flyer for Legalize Lex, which is
correct.
really fucking cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, well, when Braun first did it last year, I did the artwork from last year too, and then like it becomes its own monster after a while once you start really getting into it. So that was kind of one of the other like reasons to kind of partner up because like I could handle a lot of it, just all aspects of that side of things, and getting artwork where it needs to be, getting everything placed, social media stuff, all that jazz, which I mean he does a huge part of too, but just like the visual aspect of things, like it can be a lot more than people think it is, especially to do it effectively. So it's like, it made sense to kind of go that route this year. But no, I'm really happy with the artwork for this year too. And yeah, I've gotten my hands in a lot of places this year with art and stuff like that. It's been really nice. So like we were talking a minute ago, like I'm a graphic designer for a living. I've been doing this for a long time now, and like I've had a really great opportunity to work with a lot of cool bands and people and everything else. So yeah, it's just been really
Fuck
neat.
yeah.
Really
Well, and
fortunate.
it sounds like you really enjoy doing like that, creating the art,
Sure,
which is
for sure.
that's fucking dope. I'm so terrible at it. I need people like you.
Oh man, I mean, taken a long time. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good at things these days, but I mean, I'm always learning and always trying to get better. So, but no, it's yeah, very fortunate to say I get to do things like that.
So what got you like going in art?
Honestly, it kind of got started in the cliche. Well, I drew as a kid and all that bullshit. I mean, that's true. But as far as like kind of getting into the professional world, it did start with being in bands and shit, and like got tired of having to ask people for stuff. And just I wanted to be able to like as soon as I kind of got into that as a career field and went to school and did all that jazz, like really kind of like really realized that's what I wanted to do. So but yeah, but what sparked it was kind of like the need for hey man, I need a flyer, I need this EP artwork or a T-shirt or whatever, and like having to like constantly kind of be at the mercy of someone else to like do that or not having any money to pay
Yeah.
anybody, stuff like that. So it just kind of got me learning, and then that kind of got me down the road. But yeah, I was full time freelance for a few years before going back into the full time world, and obviously I still do stuff on the side now, but yeah, no, that's kind of how it got going and how it's still going.
How it's always going.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so what did you learn on in the freelance side? Like
Business is
obviously you
hard.
had some lessons, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I learned that I'm not great at the business side of things. I mean, I'm good at the other part of things, but it's just being a full-time freelance guy. It's like it's a difficult road, but I mean, it was very rewarding. Like there was a lot of parts of it that were great. Making your own schedule, doing all that. There was also the side that could be hard if you're the boss and you don't stay on your own schedule. But like,
Yeah.
no, there was a lot of ups and downs to it, but it was a good time. It's just like honestly, just kind of the realities of the world of I needed better health insurance and yeah, clients ebbs and flows and money gets weird. So I just decided I'd rather kind of be full time again, work for somebody else, and then you just do things I like on the side. But like, who knows? You never know. It could happen again someday. But right now, I'm just
Yes.
kind of back in the groove somewhere.
I get it. I'm also like I'm a business owner, so it's
Sure.
you know,
Oh
I
yeah.
I get it. Like
Oh no.
peaks and
Yeah.
valleys, and the peaks are awesome, but when it valleys, you're like, oh my God, I
Yeah.
just
Oh, fucking taxes, man. Like, thought I'd never recover.
I don't pay those. Fuck them.
Hell yeah, dude. Uh, yeah, that was the beginning of the end, getting in tax trouble there for a little bit. But no, it was all good. It was a great experience and being able to travel more and all that kind of stuff. But like, got to work with some really cool clients. And like I said, I still do, just not as much on the side as I used to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a tough world, and I think, especially as a business owner, there are a lot of like nuances that if you haven't done it before that you don't really understand, like the tax part of it, that
Yeah.
that kill like literally it kills me every year, and I say I don't pay them, but I
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I pay, my taxes.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
fucking want to,
No one
but
does, dude. It's the worst. No, it's like, I feel like I had enough of an understanding to get going, but like, getting in debt as one does when you're out there by yourself sometimes, it's like that's what kind of got me in the hole, and then getting everything paid back up was always a challenge. But again, I do take it was a positive experience overall, and well, again, maybe I'll do it again one day as a full time gig, but not anytime soon, I don't think.
yeah, I mean, whatever. If you
Like I
do,
say, it just
cool.
kind of
If you
gives me the
don't,
opportunity to like do things I really like on the side now, like work with bands, work with friends, stuff like that. So I'm happy with that.
yeah. Sometimes that's where the best businesses start.
I agree, man. Like, I mean, honestly, dude, most of the coolest shit I've ever got to do is just more word of mouth. It didn't have anything to do with me having a cool website, which I don't, or or anything like that, or like it was all just kind of like, hey, I showed my buddy your stuff on Instagram or whatever, and like it's always kind of started like that, that's where all the coolest stuff come from. So,
Fuck yeah. Yeah,
oh
those
yeah,
I think those warm introductions where you've got someone kind of vouching for you is those I feel like those relationships always start off on a much better foot, and there's a like a mutual level of respect,
hmm,
like, listen, I trust this dude's judgment or this person's judgment. They told me about your shit. I really enjoy your shit. Like,
absolutely,
they speak highly of you. That's fucking dope. You know what? Like,
oh
let's
yeah.
do something. Fuck yeah.
No, man, it's always my favorite way of going about it. And also just having that personal excitement to, when people are also excited about, working together, that always makes the best relationship. And honestly, it gives you motivation to like want to do a good job.
Yeah.
Not that I wouldn't try before or anything like that, but it gives you more kind of like, oh man, this is going to be really fucking cool. And I'm like excited to work on this.
Hell
But
yeah. Yeah. It's a lot. It's like, I feel like sometimes you get, you're like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, yeah. And
oh yeah.
you don't,
No, I definitely have those, or sometimes it's just like, hey, there was a time where I wouldn't say no to anything because I needed everything I could get.
yeah.
And some of those were still great. I mean, but it's like, yeah, I'd rather not have to go about it that way anymore if I don't have to. Yeah,
Yeah. Make the art that you love to make.
yeah, trying to
Fuck yeah.
trying to write more,
So,
trying to find time to write more songs too, but time, man.
dude, not as an adult, like,
Yeah, no shit. Just riffing in my bedroom a lot right now, trying to trying to get some ideas together. But we still got a few shows booked for the year, and we're kind of in between practice spaces right now. So we're kind of figuring all of that out. So writing is kind of like for Swamp Hawk, anyways. Kind of we've kind of hit the brakes a little bit just to kind of get our ducks in a row. But more to come for sure.
Hell yeah. So, um, the new album from you guys, what's it called?
Oh, it is called. Man, you just said it, and like my brain just fell out of my head. Holy shit! It really did. What's
You're
the name of
like,
our record?
like it's like, what's two plus two? You know, you're like, oh shit,
Jesus,
I
dude, I'm having
it's
like
like,
a real moment right now. It's like the thing that. Sorry, yeah, sorry, man. It's been a long day, and my brain just farted out. Sorry, it's called Post Rider. It's a the digital release is it's a 3 song EP of stuff that we recorded with our good buddy Jason Groves at Sneak Attack Studio here in Lexington, which can't say nearly enough good things about that man and working with him and been working with him for years. Um, so that's when we released that. It was the first 3 songs came from him, and then when the vinyl comes out, the B side will have 2 other songs that we recorded at Springhurst Studio, which was our drummer Will tuning studio here in Lexington. And so one of them is kind of like a bigger, longer, epic deal, and then we got another shorter, kind of like vinyl only release on that B side as well. So 5 songs in total. We're hoping to do something maybe a little longer next time around, but like right now, we those are our strongest ones. Want to get it out, So we felt good about doing that.
I mean, shit, I think right now, 5 songs is pretty, it's a pretty solid thing to put out in the world like that.
Sure.
Those three that you guys have released are, they're fucking solid. Like
Appreciate it, man.
they're solid. I gotta look at Spotify because I was literally just jamming it. Victory. I fucking love Victory, dude.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's one of our favorites as well. We were really happy to get that one out in the world.
Hell yeah. I was, I'm really impressed like listening through, your discography and it's some bands you're like, I know what I'm getting, like especially in the Doom kind of arena, it's just
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
it's all kind of heavy, great fucking riffs and you guys mix it up and it's not, like you're like listening, you're like, oh, good Doom. Like, what the fuck is that? Is that like some punk shit going on? What?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's on purpose or anything. Like we don't think about doing shit like that. It's just kind of like first of all, like the group of us have been playing and writing music together damn near 20 years. Like we've all known each other and been in different iterations of bands and stuff like that forever. So just kind of the writing styles, just it can tend to be all over the place sometimes, and then we try to boil it down to what makes the most sense. But yeah, like when we first started this band, we were more of a country rock thing, honestly, which
Oh
is
shit.
which is kind of wild to think about now. But yeah, and I think we all knew it was only a matter of time until we started. I was like, this will be a full fledged fucking doom band in a year. I can already tell. But when we first started, that was kind of the idea. Was like, well, man, we're gonna do something different, do something. We again, that didn't last, but I'm very happy with where we're at now and what we're doing. And I mean, playing this genre of music too, it opens us up to playing with bands that we love the most and like getting to hang out with the people we love the most. And
Yeah.
so I think it was always destined to end up where we are.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's fucking cool because without, a lot of the people in the Doom arena, uh, I wouldn't know you guys. I mean,
Sure.
that's
Yeah. I mean, hell, we wouldn't know anybody either. That's like I say, it's like some of my, best friendships and, conversations have come just from, going to shows and getting to meet, being fortunate enough to meet all these people and like, be a part of this community. It is, definitely feel very fortunate for it.
yeah, and it's a really supportive community too. Like
Absolutely.
and not even just locally though. Like Reagan and I went to Planet Desert Rock weekend in Vegas a few weeks ago,
Nice.
and like we walked in and literally everyone was just like open arms, like, "Hey, buddy, how are you?" Like it was just a big family. It was so fucking cool.
Yeah, man. Like this. I mean, yeah, like you're absolutely right. It's not just on a local level, but it's funny. Like even like buddies in crop, and they hit the road a little more than we're able to, and like make it out to like Maryland Death Fest or Doom Fest and doing all those things. And Zach was telling me, he's like, man, there's a guy out there wearing a Swamp Hawk shirt. And it's like we've never played. I was like, it's just cool that you talk to him. He's like, you know those guys? I'm like, yeah, we're from the same city, like. But it's just funny to see, like wow, like people, there's a reach there somehow, and like that's pretty cool, just to see that we're making our way out to different places we've never been before. So
Yeah, that's, I think that's the beauty of like uh the accessibility to music today. Someone from fucking China can get on and go,
yeah,
hey, I want, Doom, and I heard Kentucky's got some good Doom, and like pulls up a fucking list of bands.
man, it is wild how that goes, because like we not anything, not our like a few releases back when we were still kind of in the interim of like, are we doing more of a rock thing or we're gonna get heavy, like, so it was kind of like the split. That release got reviewed by, I was a guys doing a podcast in Australia, and it's like I have no idea how the fuck they heard about us or anything like that, but it was just wild, yeah, the reach that your music can have, and how it can just end up in the most random of hands, and not even random, but just like in anyone's hands, and like
Yeah.
just really cool.
Yeah. I mean, before it used to be, I don't know how old you are, but I'm pushing 50. So back in my day,
Yeah, almost 40, close, yeah,
okay. Yeah, no, we did a lot of tape trading. So to get
sure.
introduced to a band, either you found them in a record store or
Oh
randomly
yeah.
at a show you happened to attend, or someone sent you a fucking tape and said, dude, here's all the bands that I think you need to listen to now.
Yeah, oh
So
yeah. I mean, I had my fair share of cassettes, in my younger years, and of course, then it was all CDs. But like for
yeah,
forever, and when you burn CDs for people, and that's how we found out about anything. I'm from Frankfort, Kentucky originally, and like before the grand old internet became what it is now. I mean, it's like finding shit was like whatever you heard on the radio, or like, and then
yeah.
once you finally moved out of town, or started meeting people that weren't in your hometown, it's like the whole world opens up a little bit. But yeah, it's like it's nothing like it is now today. And like that's kind of like what we were saying before about how anybody can just get your hand, in China or Australia or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
that's the cool part, and like where everything's so oversaturated with, like, I mean, Jesus Christ, let me just get, there's so much music and there's so much content and media and everything else that like,
Sorry, you said
no,
Jesus
you're good.
Christ. Someone gave me this today. It says Jesus loves you.
Oh, perfect.
I was like literally like at my office sitting at a desk just like working, and she said, "Here, I think you need a little Jesus." And I was like, "All right, whatever."
And I do, and now I have one. Thank you so
No,
much.
yeah.
No,
Oh shit. But
just
you're right.
yeah.
It's amazing the reach that just putting a song on Spotify or
Hmm.
Bandcamp has.
Sure.
Someone anywhere in the world can listen to it, and to know there are people all over the world that enjoy this. It's like, fuck yeah.
I know, man. No, it's sometimes it's like, oh man, like I thought this was gonna like go everywhere, and then it doesn't happen. And then all of a sudden you put one thing out, and it's just like that's the thing that went crazy, that everybody like press it. It's just so I don't know how that works exactly. I'm sure it's in the algorithm somewhere where the fates decide what gets seen and what
It,
doesn't. But it's
yeah,
always so funny how that works.
it absolutely is. It's like I was just talking about it with a friend of mine. Like if you put a post up and your friends are reacting, or people are reacting and commenting and sharing, it gives priority to that, whatever that
Hmm.
is. Hey, look at my butthole or whatever. It fucking pushes it
That's
out to
usually what I
everyone.
start with. Yeah,
Yeah,
butthole first, and then
me
moving
too.
on to everything else. Yeah.
Hi, this is my butthole.
Yeah, here it is. Thank you. And
Thanks. Now everything else won't be
yeah,
embarrassing. Eh,
exactly. You've already seen my asshole. What
yeah.
else could be? Can't get worse from here.
Oh, oh shit. It reminds me of Jim Carrey with the talking butt. Let me
Oh yeah,
show you something.
oh yeah, like classic
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Oh fuck. God, that was a long time ago.
Yes, it was like 30 years ago. Holy shit.
Holy shit. Yeah. Whatever. Uh,
Yeah,
so this year's lineup, like just kind of a quick run through of bands: Horseburner, Lopan, Temple of the Fuzz Witch, Hashtronaut, Rebreather, Friendship Commanders, Crop, She, Weed Demon, Swamp Hawk, Blind Scryer, Stormtoker, Radian, Veilcast, Star Viper, Sympathy Jar, and one of my new favorites is On Digger.
yeah, man, dude, Pond Digger fucks, dude. They're really good. I also they're also like, I like seeing those guys, and I'm glad they're going to be there again this year or
Yeah,
this year. Yeah, that last year too. I should know that, but I can't remember everything from
they were
last year.
not they weren't at
There you go. See,
Legalize Lex last year, but they did play a show with Crop Blessed Black, and there was another band
that
and
must be what
Pond
I'm thinking
Digger.
about because I know I'd seen them and like yeah, it's like maybe not even around the same time, but last year or sometime. That may have been when I was thinking about them. But yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it was right after uh God, it was probably like October, November, because it was right after
Ah,
the shit in North Carolina because they raised money
right.
for North
Oh, right,
Carolina.
right. That dude, that's exactly what it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I remember that now too. Yeah, my memory is finally keying into. Oh man, it all blends together after a while. You know what I mean? But I'm also
Yeah,
glad you
tell
had
me
that
about
list
it.
in front of you because I didn't have my list of things I should know in front of me. But no,
Well,
I know we finally put out the days too for this year, and
yeah,
so we're playing the Friday on April 18th, and we're really excited to be playing. Temple the Fuzz Witch are killer, man. We played with them in Louisville. I don't know. I guess maybe last year, maybe the year before that, something like that.
was
Wasn't
it
too
at
long ago.
Portal?
It was at Mag.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a Sunday in Mag Bar. It was a good time. Those guys are killer though. We really enjoyed playing with them. I haven't seen Hashtronaut yet personally, so I'm pretty stoked to see those guys, and
You are in for a fucking treat.
that's what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the Crowd Boys know them dudes, and like play with them a few times. I think, but like, yeah, I'm excited to see them. And We Demon are always killer, man. We played Holler of Doom with them last year, and the hot heat. Holy shit, just sweating to death out there, dude.
Yeah,
Um,
July. What the fuck?
yeah, and then of course she and Pond Digger. I mean, it's gonna be a that's a great Friday right there. You know what I mean? But
Hell yeah.
yeah, and I mean I haven't seen in like I know I'm just kind of going through the days again, but Saturday is also just equally as killer. But if you guys haven't seen Sympathy Jar too, have you seen them yet?
I don't think that I have.
Man, those some dudes from around here. I know the drummer Mikey for a billion years, and like I don't know, they're just doing some stuff that I really like. It's not really in the doom realm, but it's got some shoegazy elements and some nothing elements and stuff like that. I think they're one of my favorites around here right now. So
Now I've got to go
they're
check them out because
yeah,
I fucking love like shoegaze and like post metal and
yeah,
all this other shit. So to have that in there to kind of break everything up is
sure.
dope.
I don't want to shoehorn them into shoegaze either. I don't know if they appreciate that or not, but
Just some elements.
there's elements of that in there for sure. But not but they're a killer band, man, and it's super cool of them to open us up for the Saturday. And I'm also like I also haven't seen Star Viper, so that's going to be cool to see as well. But our local buddies, Stormtoker, they're going to be playing. You know,
Always a
like you
good
said,
time with
Radian,
those dudes.
Veilcast. Oh yeah, the Scryer boys. I haven't seen Friendship Commander either. That's one of Braun made some buddies with them while they were out on the road. So and then yeah, Rebreather, Killer, Lopan. I'm super excited about Lopan. I saw them a long time ago, and then that opportunity came up. So I'm like, oh, that's gonna be fucking great to see those guys
Dude,
again and have them on the show. It's super killer.
I've not seen them, but I love their music.
Oh yeah,
So I'm really excited to see them. They're one that's really up there for me to watch.
man.
I think
Yeah, that's exciting, man.
fuck yeah. And you know, they're Radian, I've not seen Radian yet. I'm looking forward to them.
Same. Yeah, yeah.
Um, I think I'm probably 50-50 on bands that I've seen on this bill and bands that I haven't.
Yeah, I think we're about in the same boat there. Yeah, and then the same with Veilcast. I have not seen Veilcast personally yet, but like
Right.
I'm looking forward to seeing all these. Yeah, I think I was looking at that list too, to like as I'm going down, and like the list I've been staring at for months now, and I'm like, yeah, I think we're about right. I think I haven't seen 50% of these either. You know, I can't not mention Horseburner. Those guys are fucking great. I'm so happy they're closing us out on Saturday. It's going to be fucking great. It's going to be a good end of an evening for sure for those boys.
I've got to get Braun to do spotlights next year.
Yeah, I really spotlights are buds, and I would love them to come back through again. I worked with Mario and like I said,
Mario,
my brain
Sarah, and
is
Chris.
yeah. I worked with them a little bit in the past on some graphics and whatnot too. Sorry, I got a text right in the middle of me saying that. I was like, my 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 brain skipped out for yeah. I definitely know them. I know their names. I promise.
Yeah,
No. They're great folks. And but I've also been working with Mario and Jason Blackmore. They have another band called Sisters,
sisters.
which yeah,
You guys
I
played
did
with
artwork
when they
for the
were in Lexington.
yeah, man, they're killer. I did some artwork for them a couple of years ago for a release, and I'm actually back in the run and doing that again right as we speak. I've been working on some new stuff for those guys, but no, the whole Spotlights camp and those I love those cats a lot. I know they're about to be back on the road somewhere. I just know it's not anywhere near here. I'm like, man, y'all got to come back through here again soon. It's been too long.
I know. I don't think that they've actually announced anything other than they have like one or two shows in May with Sleepy Gorilla Time.
Yeah. Which that's wild. Like Sleepy Time doesn't play that often anymore, and like the fact that they're on that's super cool, and like
Yeah.
oh,
Dude,
that'll be a good one.
so I'll tell you, like spotlights, they are again, I say this a lot. I feel like I say it a lot, but spotlights are like another one of my like favorite bands.
Oh yeah,
Um,
no, I mean they're killer. Like I mean I don't I just without oversaying it, they're really killer, man. I can only say it so many times where I start sounding like an idiot, but like
yeah.
they're also a big one up there for me too. Every album they put out is better than the next one, and I did they
Like
just
how
keep
the
killing
fuck
it,
do they
dude.
keep doing it? You
I
know what
know,
I
man.
mean?
Like I do know what you mean. Like I said, I've been fortunate enough to be able to work with them a little bit, which has been super cool and like just great folks too. I mean, like again, like kind of speaking to the community that we have in this, with this music, and I mean, people, you never know who you're going to meet on the road, and like
Right.
when they come through town, and like yeah, getting to meet and talk to those guys, it's always a treat. So yeah, I can't say
Oh
enough good
yeah.
things.
So when they did that Melvin's Mr. Bungle run out on the West Coast, I was like, I'm going. Like that's
Did
my
you
birthday
go?
trip. I fuck yeah, I
Oh
did.
fuck out of here! Hell yeah,
And
man!
my wife is like, hell yeah, go. So I went with a buddy of mine and they get out. We were at the Palladium. It's fucking sold out, dude. Palladium in LA,
Oh yeah,
4,000 fucking people. And I'm like, holy shit, this is so badass. And I'm watching, I'm not far from the stage, but I'm watching the crowd. And at first they were kind of like chatting and they were probably 30 seconds into the first song and the crowd went, what?
yeah. Oh yeah,
Like,
no,
so and
it's
then they play their fucking set and Sarah goes over to the merch and Chris and Mario doing their thing and I go up and get merch, get in line behind a couple of people and she fucking sees me and she's like, "Oh my God, what the fuck are you doing here?" Like, I can't
yeah,
miss this, dude. I fucking love you
yeah.
guys.
I know, man. That dude, that's sick. You got to go out there, and that also speaks to them, like her seeing you out there and immediately, like, dude, you don't belong here. That's awesome that
Right.
you're here right now. Yeah, no, like it's always like whenever they come to town, it's super fun to see them, and like I don't know. I think the last time I saw them, we took a little trip up to the Black Circle in Indianapolis. Um, Shit, man, that's probably a couple of years ago now, but they were, I mean, incredible as always. But we took a little band trip up there to see those guys, and yeah, hopefully we get to do it again soon.
Yeah, now you got me thinking. I'm like, shit, when's the last time I saw him? I begged them
Dude, it's
all
been
last year, like, come and just fucking play, like,
yeah.
just something.
Yeah, I want to do more stuff for them. So I was like, let me do some more fucking design work, man. I want to do some fun shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, and I
hopefully
feel
that
like it's time for them to start like writing. Um,
probably yeah, it's probably about that time again. I'm sure I know Mario's always doing something. So and Sarah both. So I'm sure they're writing away unbeknownst to us. But
oh yeah. Oh, for sure. And Chris, how the fuck is Chris in like every freaking
dude,
band
he's
ever,
in
dude?
so many things. Like I follow him on Instagram and everything else. I'm like, holy shit, dude, you're in everything. And then it's like I don't know how he keeps up with it.
Right. Yeah, me
Uh,
neither. I mean, he this new band Being or whatever, and
hmm
then they're doing new shit with Orange 9mm.
Yeah,
Like,
I saw that.
fuck,
I say
Chris.
I should have known this too, but it's like I saw a video of Julie Christmas playing. I was like, "Fuck, that's Chris playing drums." For whatever reason, I didn't know that. I was like, I didn't know he played with her. I was like, "Of course he does." I was like, "That's awesome."
Yeah, dude, he fucking plays with her. That he's got his light tower thing, and
Hmm.
I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like there's two other bands that I'm like haven't even touched on.
yeah. No, as you can tell, my brain is like, as soon as you started asking me about names and like name my fucking record, and I couldn't remember it. That's exactly what it's like when you put, you know everything you want, and then you go to the grocery store and you can't think of anything. That's
Yep.
exactly what's happening to me right now. And it's like can't
Yeah,
remember people's names that I know very well, and everything else.
it's part of it, and it's the end of the day, so
Sure.
you're not like hopped
Yeah.
up on coffee going, I
Oh
know
yeah.
this shit.
Well, yeah. I don't. But to be fair, though, I don't know that I would have been any better this morning either. So just to be fair.
That's fair. So let me ask you this. Do you remember your introduction to spotlights?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of. I know when I first saw him, it was here in Lexington, and it's like when they came through. With shit, I can't remember who they came through with, but when I first heard about him, it was just kind of through friends. Friends, they saw him open for Deftones, and I want to say so it was earlier. I want to say maybe at that time too, it was just Mario and Sarah, and they were playing with a drum track. Just and that's kind of how they were doing it. I mean, and then Chris came on board like not long after, I think.
That
But it's
was
like
right.
that's
That
what.
so that must have been, I think what you're talking about is right after the Deftones tour.
Hmm.
So Chris's first tour with the band was Deftones Refused.
Ah, okay, okay,
And then like I think he only came on, like he wasn't going to take on another project, but they were like, "Hey, this is the tour." And he's like, "Oh, well, I fucking got to do that." And
yeah,
then he had some other things, and the tour, if this is the same one, the tour that you're talking about, they were out with the Melvins, and they were
ah,
doing
okay.
Chris was Chris was with his
Oh,
whatever else he
doing
was
other things.
doing,
Yeah, yeah,
and so they were doing the
doing a two
drum
piece thing.
tracks. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was so whenever that was again, timing is evading me, but like it was quite a while ago, and it was around that time. It's like so, it's like I think they had just put out that first EP, which of course I can't
Titles.
remember the name of right now, but it's got the Joseph on it. It's a great track. But
Titles.
I don't know titles, songs. Who can remember those?
No, that's the
But
name of the fucking EP is Titles.
I think you
Tidals.
said I thought you meant titles. Titles. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Oh,
That was the longest one to finally find a vinyl of. Was that one? But I finally found one out there in the world.
I just got some in from France.
No, no shit.
I ordered
Nice.
I ordered three of them because I just did a giveaway on Instagram where I gave away the entire Spotlight's discography on
Oh,
vinyl.
that's killer. Nice, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, I
That's
was
a
like,
great that's a great giveaway, dude.
fuck yeah. And I threw in I added Crop and Blessed Black vinyl in with it. Like,
Oh, nice. Nice, nice.
so I was lucky enough to give so two people one. I was like super excited. I can't wait till they open that shit up and see like all
Just a
of these
stack
fucking
of dope shit.
presents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only Spotlights vinyl I don't have is their newest one. And I was honestly just kind of waiting for when they came back through so I could get it from them. But that's probably the only one. But yeah. It's good
Yeah,
stuff.
well, you need to get it, dude.
I know, man. I know. I probably should just go ahead and buy it, but like I said, I was hoping maybe it would manifest them coming our way if I just waited out.
Yeah, maybe we just both fucking reach out to him and be like, "Hey, you guys
Yeah.
gotta
Hey,
come
come on,
back."
man. I know, dude. Oh,
What fucking they're super good people. That was so my introduction to Spotlights was on the Deftones and Refused tour. We were at Freedom Hill Amphitheater in Michigan. So Deftones is like one of our family bands. Like my wife and
yeah.
kids and my
Oh,
best
nice.
friend's wife and kids, we all fucking go see Deftones.
Sure.
So I'm the early guy. Like we got to get there when doors open because I want to see whoever's opening. I don't know them. I want to check them out. And when they fucking played, my mouth was agape the entire fucking set.
Oh, I bet, dude.
Like,
Also, what a great pairing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They go to get like those two bands go together really well. That made a lot of when I knew they were when I heard they were on tour with them, I was like, that makes a lot of sense after hearing them.
yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, it's really cool
um,
that Chino like picked them and said, "Hey, we want them to go out on fucking tour." Like,
yeah.
I think even without that, they're a great band, and of course they're on
Oh,
Ipecac,
sure.
which
Yeah, yeah.
seems to do really, really well.
Man, Ipicac's really cool. Like they put out a lot of stuff that I like. Same thing with Blues Funeral down out of they're out of Nashville, right? I think that's right. But something like that. I don't know. I can't keep up with that shit.
Me
But
neither.
I want to say my boys Hal and Giant were going through putting some stuff out Blues Funeral at one time, but maybe I'm wrong again. I don't know.
I
They're
feel like
recording
they
some
were,
new.
yeah, they got the new
They're
stuff
recording
out.
right now, and I'm really excited to hear what they do. Because they talk about a group of fine fellas. And there's some good boys, and they're fucking good, man. They're really
So
good.
they, to me, last year were the standout. I went in, I tried to listen to them, and I told those dudes this too. Um, I tried to listen to them like recorded before, and
Hmm.
for whatever reason, it wasn't like clicking.
Yeah,
Like I don't get it. Maybe I'm a complete fucking moron, but you can tell they're all fantastic musicians. But
sure.
when they fucking played live, I was dumbfounded.
No,
Like,
man,
oh,
their live performances always on point. It's all I can say. It's always on point, but it's also there's always something a little bit different every time I see him. But it keeps it fresh, man. But like I've heard that's not the first time I've heard that before about like hey they're like hey I think they're so much different live than recorded. I'm like yeah I like that though, and I think their records are killer too. And I think it's like I like bands like that sometimes where it's like you're not just hearing the record, like you get a little
yeah.
bit of a different sound or a different take or whatever it is. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what they're about to put out though because I think it's gonna be big.
I think so too. And like Zach, drummers that can sing to me
Oh my god.
I'm like, what the fuck made you, dude?
Dude, I can barely do it while I play guitar, and I don't do it that much. Joe usually handles most of that of the singing side of our stuff, but like, yeah, I can barely do that, and I wrote that shit, and it's like I can
Yeah,
barely fucking play it and sing it at the same time. I can't remember my words, like half the time. So it's like playing drums and doing something that physical and singing and doing it well. It's like yeah,
yeah.
it's impressive, and yeah, good for him.
Hell
Fuck,
yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Here's the big question.
Sure.
Do you think we're gonna have another wedding at Legalize Lex this year?
I felt so bad for those people, but you feel like so. Legalize Lex is we had it last year at Als Bar here in Lexington, Kentucky. It'll also be at Als Bar again this year. And across the street there is a event venue where you can do weddings or any kind of thing like that. And yeah, the day we were having our fucking big Doom festival, somebody had also booked their wedding across the street, and that was just bad timing. I don't know, bad. They did come across, ask if they could like if we could stop at one point just so they could like do them. We're like, man, we really can't. We're on a schedule. I'm sorry. Like,
Right.
but the band outside's about to stop, and then somebody's going to play inside. So just get married real quick in
Just
between.
knock it out and move on.
Yeah, I did feel bad, but I was like, there wasn't much we could really do about that.
No,
But yeah,
that was just funny because I know like p period sex last year started the event and
yeah.
that like while they're playing, you see the fucking wedding looking over like what the fuck is going
What is happening
on?
here? Yeah, and like just early enough of a start to be like, holy shit, like what is going to happen for the rest of this evening? I'm
Yeah.
sure everybody was very concerned over there. I think they got along just fine. I'm pretty sure we had a lot of the wedding guests come over and hang out later. So I think it all ended up going just fine, but I'm sure they were freaking the fuck out,
Oh
at
yeah.
first at least. So
Yeah, like you show up to get married and someone's over there fucking screaming loud
oh
like
yeah, I mean, and this is the type of festival it is. So none of these bands are quiet. There's
right.
not one fucking. There's no acoustic act or anything like on this entire thing. So it's all, especially if you're playing outside. I mean, the neighborhood is going to hear it. So yeah, they were just right across from us. They were right in the fire, but
Fuck
it
yeah.
ended up being okay.
That's
But I kind of
yeah.
hope there is a wedding again this year. It was kind of fucking fun.
Yeah, I mean they got free music.
They did, whether they wanted it or not.
They they probably they like, hey, they're gonna have an event on Saturday, so do it Friday night.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, get them both days. Uh,
That'd be fucking hilarious.
I will say I don't
Uh,
know who like books the events over there. I'd say I mean, however, Al's doesn't do a ton of outside shows, but they do other than just like what we were doing. They have a stage out there. I think I would probably check the weekends to see what's booked. Just to give everybody a heads up. But I don't know.
yeah,
Not dissing nobody. It's hard to keep track of everything, but still that was a loud one for sure
that was definitely a
to
loud one, and
have a
they're
wedding
gonna be
going
in
on at the
for it
same time
again. Yeah. Like
for sure.
hopefully they like, okay, hold on. We know this is the pot weekend, so let's see what's going on at Al's. Check the
Oh
website or
yeah.
whatever.
I don't know if anybody like we did have some people like, but man, it's not on 420. I was like, well, that's just did you really want to have fucking stoner, our big stoner, music fest on
On
Easter
Sunday
Sunday?
night.
I don't I don't know. I don't. It's not. Nobody wants to come out on a Sunday to begin with. It's it's a hard sell. So
That
yeah,
is,
but the
it really
18th and
is.
19th, yeah, 18th and 19th, close enough.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad that it's 2 nights because I feel like, it's a little easier for us going back and forth, in and
sure.
out.
Oh
The
yeah,
downside is Blessed Black is playing on the 18th in fucking Cincinnati
yeah.
with Lopan. Like,
I know. It's a tough split, man. Where you gonna be? Luckily, you can get a little pan the next day here, but no.
yeah,
Yeah, I understand. I
no
understand.
Blessed Black. I mean,
I know.
I'll be at Legalize all weekend.
Killer,
It
man.
just bums me out to
Oh,
miss
I know. Yeah,
Blessed Black. Like I fucking love those dudes so much.
I know, man. I'm sure the opportunity will present itself again soon. They come through the bill pretty often too, don't they? I feel like they do
Oh,
anyway.
now Blessed, I don't,
Excuse
I'll
me.
be honest with you. I don't remember the last time Blessed Black played
Oh,
Louisville.
really? Interesting. Interesting.
They
I
play
didn't know. Really,
Lexington.
I don't live there, but
Yeah.
yeah. I guess last time for Lexington at least was when we were talking about that
Yep.
one gig, but no,
Yeah, they do
they're rad
Lexington.
though, man. Yeah, I'm sad to miss them too while they're up there on the Friday, but we'll be playing as well. So
Yeah. We just have to
yeah,
get with
man.
those dudes and get them to fucking play another show when there isn't something
Yeah,
else going on.
no doubt. No, man, it's going to be a killer weekend, and we've been planning it for a while now, and hopefully everybody's getting excited too. I'm super stoked that you're coming down for the weekend. That's going to be cool, and like I hope other people want to come down and just spend the weekend with us. It'll be a good time, and like there's plenty to do in the area and all that jazz. Well, before the show starts up and everything, a lot of good food around there, a lot of good food at Al's Bar. So
Yeah,
plenty
sorry,
of
my
things to
cat was
do.
biting me.
No, you're fine.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah,
I
every
just
time
fed her too.
I was able to shut my office door before my dog and both my cats got in here to ruin this for us.
No, I'm in her area right now.
No, fair, fair.
Like she's literally every fucking time she's just hanging
Oh
out.
yeah. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing here? This is my
Yeah.
time. This
She's
is
like,
my
no,
couch
like
time."
I'm she's like, I'm cool being right here, but don't touch me too much because I'm gonna bite the shit out of you. I'm like, you
Oh yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh, if I had left the door open, you would never have seen me. It just would have been a cat the entire time. If he knows that I'm doing this or on my computer, or whatever, he's up in my shit. So every
Fuck
single
yeah.
time.
So what does Swamp Hawk have going on aside from Legalize Lex this year?
Well, like right now, we have a couple of shows coming up. One being Legalize, of course, in April on the 18th, and then we have another show on April the 4th. I believe I'm tracking my dates right now because I can't remember shit. Here in Lexington as well at the Green Lantern with local buddies Neglect and a bunch of other great bands, metal bands, and that's going to be a good time. Those are our only like locked in shows at the moment. We had a couple of weeks coming down for the rest of the year, but man, that's all we really have at the moment. We're just looking to get this vinyl in hands and kind of plan everything out after that, and hopefully start writing again soon. But yeah, just
Hell
been
yeah.
playing. We've been playing. Got to play a couple of fun shows here recently. Take this month to get our shit together and get ready for April. So that's kind of what we got going on right now. But
So wild. Like, I feel like it wasn't that long ago we were at Legalize Lex last year,
yeah,
and now
I
we're
know. Oh,
just
getting
over a
close,
month
man.
out now. I'm like, fuck.
Getting close, dude. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good one. We're very excited for it for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
anybody
Braun
needs info or anything like that, like we're on Instagram and all that jazz, Legalize Lex, and any ticket information and all that kind of stuff's on there. If you got any questions for us or anything like that, just reach out. It's just me and Braun, and most likely we'll be talking to Braun. So, but yeah, anybody needs anything, just holler at us.
Braun's like the social media butterfly.
Hmm. Always flapping those wings, man.
Always, dude. He's fucking really good at it, Like,
No, absolutely he is. Oh yeah, no, no, this is his world. He excels very, very well here for
fuck
sure.
yeah. I can't wait to see what like year 5 of Legalize looks like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've already started talking about, the next year and, everything like that as one does. But, I think the idea was incremental growth and not to get, he and I's conversations, especially from him, this was his baby last year that I was kind of involved with. And then we've done, like I said, more together this year, but not to get too big for your britches is kind of the take on it. It's like don't get too fucking crazy at first and like try to make the hugest thing you ever. Like we want to build incrementally and build with people we know and with friends, and you know keep it local, but also not start to branch out more and more. So I think it's only going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing too, is like doing strategic growth so you don't
Absolutely.
like get to, year 4 and go, well, we don't have any fucking money and piss off all the bands and go bankrupt and
Exactly.
shit.
And I mean, it's just, financially planning for it, being able to like, what can you like honestly afford to do? Who can you get? And how can you guarantee that you can pay these people and not stiffen it? Like that's the end all be all of it all. You want to be able to make good on your deals. So don't make deals you can't fucking pay up
Right.
for.
Yeah. Yeah, and
But
it's hard, especially, doing a festival at this level, like even, a little bit bigger. I think Desert Fest New York just fucking canceled this year because they couldn't,
yeah, I saw that.
it wasn't feasible. So like
Yeah, that's
fuck.
a bummer. I don't know. I mean, is it just me or is there more festivals now than there ever have been before?
There's
I feel like
definitely more festivals now. Like
Yeah, I feel like like every 5 seconds I see something new popping up. But that's cool at the same time. But you got to think, is it too many people or people jumping the gun too fast and you have to cancel and shit like that? I don't know. Like it's just
well, I think
weird.
like honestly part of it, like with Desert Fest New York, they like to have international talent come for it,
Hmm.
and it's the same way Desert Fest Belgium and all that
Yeah,
shit. So they just try to keep international talent and My understanding is a lot of the international issue were visas this year,
Oh, really? That makes sense. Yeah.
and just the cost. It wasn't gonna. They were gonna
Yeah.
lose their ass. So
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, no, that makes total sense. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't throw it on nobody one in particular. I'm sure sometimes these things just fall apart without you any fault of your own. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like you were just saying, like visa issues, things like that. I feel like there was another one that was good, not a metal festival per se, but like maybe one of those like kind of like the alt punk things. Like one of those fests fell through as well.
oh,
I
it
don't know
was
why, but
shit. Oh, it's Sick New World.
oh, was that it? Was that the one you see? I can't even keep up. But yeah, I heard that one went down too. I was like, man, that's crazy. There was like a ton of like confirmed shit on that. I was like, I just didn't understand how that could happen. But I mean, I
I
guess there's a lot
I
of circumstances.
I think with Sick New World, it was, part of their issue was the amount of just killer talent that they had this year. I'm sure that like well exceeded the budget they expected.
Yeah, you're
And
probably right. Yeah.
probably the cost of tickets, what was it, one day? Um,
Oh, was it really? Yeah.
I think it's one day, and I probably got
That's a
this wrong,
day.
and go ahead at internet and fucking crucify me, but I think tickets were like 400 or 500 bucks.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, I didn't know that either. Like, obviously, I don't have all the information on this. I just heard that had happened as well. But that, I mean, shit, man, one day.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a day.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
that's a whole
I
lot
mean,
to like be out there
how
for a day.
how the
But
how the fuck? Now, I the cool thing that they did, I my understanding, I've never been, but the cool thing that they did is you could go in and out of the festival. So like
right on.
you could go see a few bands and then go like back to your hotel or whatever else you're
Okay,
doing
so they
and then
didn't have
come
any like
back.
reentry bullshit where you could get
Right.
back. Oh, that's not. Well, yeah, that. I don't know how you could do it any other way, honestly. If that's like because like yeah, I mean, it's not like you're gonna want to be there for everything, and how could you? With that
Right.
many acts happening, but
Well, I mean,
still a
I'm
bummer though.
looking at Louder Than Life today, and I'm like, man, like Friday is looks fucking great from start to finish. And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, dude, that's awesome. But I'm gonna be able to see like 10 of these like 60 bands, and that's it. You know,
yeah,
like, fuck.
yeah. I think you definitely have to plan your bingo card out when you're going to things like that. I mean, I don't think I've never been to Louder Than Life before. It's always kind of been one of those things where it's like there's like a handful of bands I wanted to see, but they're scattered over fucking 4 days. I'm like, I don't think I can make that happen. Like,
Well, yeah,
but
not for that cost, like
yeah, exactly.
it, it just doesn't make sense. Like I like that they put most of the bands that I want to see on 2 days.
Yeah,
The
I
other
mean
two
that's
days, I'm
ideal.
like, meh, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the last time I was up there, Louder Than Life was happening. I went to Zanzibar to see Torch. They had come through, so this was fuck like 6 years ago now. Oh my god. It was something like that because I mean that's when they had just put a record out and they were on the road for that and that was a killer show over at Zanzibar and yeah I think Louder Than Life was happening the same weekend but that's the closest I've come to going
Okay.
with seeing another band not at Louder Than Life.
Yeah. Well, they do now they've got like another like smaller festival thing that I think
Mm-hmm.
LDB Fest puts on same weekend, but it's last weekend was like or last weekend. Last year, I think Kublai Khan played Friday night.
No, oh wow, dude, I'd love to see those guys. I have yet to see them either, but
They are they're fucking wild live, dude.
dude, I saw they're playing Corbin with like Killswitch Engage or something like that coming
Dude,
up. I don't know, April maybe or something like that.
like what the fuck?
Yeah. I was actually talking with Zach from Crop. I was like, "Hey man, you want to go to Corbin to see fucking Killswitch at Kublai?" But I was like, I think we both had the thought of like, whew, Corbin on like Thursday night. That's a rough one for us guys that get up super early. But you never know. You never know. I might make it
Yeah,
out for something
I
like
mean
that.
Corbin's not that far from you
Yeah,
guys. What, hour and a half, 2 hours?
something like that. Yeah, yeah. I can make it happen if I really wanted to.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I
sleep,
actually
man, old.
Shit, tell me about it. When you guys played with Sisters at Green Lantern,
Yeah.
like they got off stage and I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna fucking jet home." They're like, "But Swamp Hawk." I'm like, "I know, but
Hey, I
I
I
I got
got you, dude. Yeah.
I got a fucking hour and a half drive. I'm going the fuck home and I gotta be up at 5 in the morning." Like,
Exactly, dude.
fuck.
Hey, yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I would have done the exact same thing, dude. You can only do
Uh,
what you can do, man.
for sure. Maybe we can get maybe we just need to reach out to Mario and Sarah and be like, "Hey, I heard Swamp Hawk needs someone to headline a show like
Uh,
soon."
yeah, I need to reach out and just see what's going on with those guys. Like, just come on, man, just come back.
Yeah, please.
Just come
Like
hang, let's
literally,
just hang out.
I begged them so much last year. I was like, please.
I don't know. Hopefully, it'll
Like,
happen again soon.
I'm sure it will.
I hope when they come back through, they can come through Lex. I think the last time maybe they were through, they were up, they were in Louisville, but I couldn't come out for that one. But
Kaiju with Belushi
yeah,
Speedball.
yeah, that was it. Yeah, I wasn't able to make it for that one, but yeah, hopefully they can come back our way next time too, and maybe do both or something.
Dude, that was a wild fucking show too.
What was it?
Like,
Yeah, but
have you ever been to Kaiju for shows?
yeah, it's been a long time since I've been up there, but yeah, I have. It's an experience in its own.
Dude, that fucking room is like
Yeah,
they're like, yeah, it'll hold 100 people. Like, no, it
it's
won't.
very wee. Yeah,
That'll hold like 23 people and everyone else is just on top of you, you know?
exactly. Yeah,
Uh, that was
it's a
it
good
was
room to see
really
them in though.
fuck yeah, dude, it was great. You know, especially seeing them on these huge stages and the small stages.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, true testament to a very good band right there. Do both, have fun doing both. You know, that's what I like to see. It's good stuff.
Fuck yeah. Yep. All right. Josh, our goal over the next month, if you choose to accept this task, um, is to get let's both hound the shit out of spotlights and we'll get Braun to hound them too to fucking come down.
That's the hound we need to send out is Braun. He'll that's exactly who can do
He'll
it.
make
But
something
no,
happen.
no, I think that's a good goal to have. Yeah, I'll bother Mario for sure and see what the deal is.
Fuck yeah. I'm right there. I'll hit all three of them too. Like,
Let's make this happen. That'll be a good
what-
time.
yeah, we miss you guys a lot. All right. Uh, Josh, I greatly appreciate you coming and hanging out and chatting tonight.
Man, thank you for having me.
Fuck yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good talking with you, my friend.
You too. If I don't see you before, I will see you at Legalize Lex.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, hope to see you beforehand, but yeah, if not, I'll see you in a couple of months or whenever that is. Yeah, something
Month
like
and a
that.
half
We're getting there.
ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say shit, we're getting close. But
Fuck yeah, we are. Now it's time to hound down. By the way, go buy your Legalized Lex tickets now, motherfuckers.
yeah, you can get your pre-sales through Eventbrite right now. It's 50 for the weekend and 40 for Saturday, 20 for Friday. So you can get a little discount if you come for both. So anyway,
Oh,
it's
that's
all available
cheap.
up there. Mhm.
That's
Yeah, it's
cheap.
not try to keep it affordable, man. When to keep it, I hope everybody can come out and enjoy the time.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Josh, go have yourself a great night, my friend, and talk to you soon.
You as well, man.
Thanks. See ya.
Later, brother.